Hello,
Hey.
Butterfly Effect family. So good to see everybody. Glad you're here. So today, Coach Walter,
Yes.
I have a big question for you because I think it's a question that it comes across our minds at some point, either in the very beginning, before we start, or once we're in there and we're hitting, some down times and we just don't see it, but basically the question is for me, how soon do I see change and what can I expect in change as I'm
Ooh,
working out? I know
that's
it's
a
a
big
big
one.
one.
That's a loaded question because
Yeah.
everybody's like, I want change now, tomorrow.
I want it to happen instantly, actually.
Wow, that's a great question. So, hi, everybody. I hope your weeks were great. Please like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Leave your comments if you have questions, all the fun stuff. But in the meantime, listen, change is different for everybody. I don't think I coined the phrase, but I like the phrase everybody is different, one word, because everybody, two words are different, right?
Hmm.
So it is impossible for someone to tell you how long it's going to take for your body to change. Because if they can, I have a bridge and some beachfront property in Colorado that I'm going to sell you. So, so let's talk about the science a little bit first.
Okay.
Thermogenesis is a rule, right?
Right.
So when you create energy, it's neither destroyed nor created, it just changes its shape, right? So when we breathe after extreme workouts, then we're gonna lose weight and things of that nature.
Is that
However,
really true that the heavier you breathe, your body
that's the only way
is
you can burn. That's the only way you can burn the energy, right? Has to go somewhere. If you
okay.
can imagine like a log,
Uh-huh.
and when you light the log on fire, it's like smoke. It's
You're
the
right.
same type deal. So the energy in your body is like log, right? And that's the easiest way to break it down. I'm sure there's some other technical words that can be used, but that's the layman's way to explain it.
So the
Uh,
heavier we're breathing, the more energy we're burning.
in theory, it doesn't mean you should walk around talking about.
All the time, right?
Right. So here's the thing: if you look at yourself every single day, you will never see the change. Right? If
Okay.
you're in the mirror every single day, you're
Yeah.
never gonna see your body change
Yeah.
because you see you every day.
I mean, yeah, who's not going to see their body? You take a shower every day. You're going to look at yourself. At least I do.
Exactly.
Um,
And you won't see it. But the person who hasn't seen you in a week or in 2 weeks or in 3 weeks is going to say, "Oh my God, you're losing weight! I can see it in your face," because your face changes first.
yeah.
Like face, hands, feet, neck. That's typically the order that
Say that again.
face,
Face.
hands, feet, neck.
What
That's
about legs?
face, hands, feet, neck. That's the fastest. Those are the
Okay.
parts that lose weight the fastest typically because fat will burn where there's least amount of fat first. That's
Okay.
why you're always going to hear people say when they say you're losing weight, I can see it in your face. That's why, because there's the least amount of fat that's in your face.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah, that does.
So the idea um, is if you stay consistent, that fat loss is going to continue the same trend, right? Because if you lost 5 pounds and this fell out of your behind one day, you will probably be dying or die, right? So we're not going to lose 5 pounds. That's what this is, 5 pounds in a day, in a week. It's just not real not real fat loss. It's just not going to happen. Maybe water weight, right? You can burn water because your body's 68% water, but you're not going to lose 5 pounds of fat in a week. But putting it chronologically, in a month, most folks will lose around 8 to 15 pounds, depending on how much they had to lose. Can people lose more? Absolutely. For me, my guide is 1% of body weight per week. 1% of body weight per week.
So that's basically like 2 pounds on
Okay,
average.
precisely. 1.8 pounds. Right. If you can do that, you win. Because that's a consistent, sustainable weight loss you can get until you achieve your homeostasis, depending on how tall, how old you are, and all that kind of stuff. But that's how you can guide yourself. If you can get that 1% of body weight per week.
Yeah, but if you're drinking a gallon of water a day,
Mm-hmm.
you're still going to see the 2 pounds.
That's what you want, and
I
you
feel
will.
like gaining the 2 pounds, but okay, go ahead.
You're not.
I'm still trying to get that water under control. I'm
You
trying
know,
to get it.
water matters because our body is mostly water,
Yeah,
right? I
yeah.
mean, we if we think about it, right? Let's analyze a little bit. If we think about it, people when they want to lose weight, the first thing they do is cut carbs. I'm cutting carbs. I'm not eating no more carbs. Well, carbs is not the word. The word is called carbohydrate. And the hydrate part, what do you think that means? Water. So if
Water.
you take all the water out of your body, guess what? You're gonna lose weight because there's no more water.
Right.
So let's play this out a little bit. If you eat a keto diet where you eliminate carbohydrates or you very very low carbohydrates and you drink a lot of water, the water's gonna just go right through because the carbohydrates is literally what water keeps the water in your muscle, right? So when you take out the carbs, now your muscles are flat and they're not holding as much water. So even though you're drinking and consuming a gallon a day, it's just going to keep peeing right out because there's nothing holding the water in place.
Holding the water in.
Right. And that's what the carbohydrates do. So that's why I say if you're losing weight the right way, 1% a week, you win.
You'll get the water and you'll get the
And
carbs.
start burning fat off. That's right.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm. So
Okay.
1 month, you lose 8 to 10 pounds. You'll notice a change. But in 90 days, generally speaking, if you have been true to your diet and true to your workouts and your cardio, if your coach assigned you cardio, you will absolutely see a significant change in your shape if you play by the rules 100%. Now, are there outliers? Of course there are. Are there people who just won't change no matter what? Yeah, they exist. But the odds are high that they are um, not in the normal bell curve.
Hmm.
So if you give yourself 90 days sticking with the coach, being consistent, don't jump from plan to plan to plan. Stick to the plan, stick with the coach, you'll be fine.
Okay. So what about, so you're saying give yourself at least 30 days before you see some change.
30 days, you can, depending on how much you're losing or gaining. Right?
But let me ask you this, how much does, so I know nutrition is a big piece of it,
Yes.
right? But how much, so let's say you're on point with your nutrition,
Yes.
but you also have to exercise.
Yes.
So there's some people who think, walking for an hour a day is their exercise. Some people get out there and they're like, on a stairmaster an hour a day.
Hmm.
So exercise varies. So how much of that exercise impacts the weight loss as well as nutrition with the nutrition?
So moving your body is equivalent to X amount of calories burned, right? So let's say theoretically you're a 180-pound person and you're walking the treadmill at 3.5 speed, you're going to burn around 325 calories in an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Um, or expend 325 calories in an hour.
Mm-hmm.
That's a guide. If there's 3,500 calories in a pound
Mm-hmm.
of fat, then you know that you can walk off a pound a day theoretically by walking for 10 hours, 10 and a half
Okay.
hours, theoretically.
Theoretically. Mm-hmm.
But our bodies don't quite work that way over time because our bodies are smart. They'll adjust.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where the science comes in. It's kind of like when we talk about your metabolism and the food that you eat. Eating 4 times a day makes your metabolism burn faster because it's operating up here thinking it's going to continually getting food. And when you reduce that amount of food, it's going to start pulling excess fat stores from throughout your body when you reduce your calories that you're taking in, but maintain the 4 meals a day protocol. Um, So your metabolism will then speed up. The same thing happens with exercise. If you walk an hour every day, obviously you're going to get stronger and you'll probably walk faster, which means that you'll cover more distance in the same amount of time as you did before, which means that you're burning more calories as you get stronger and go faster, even though you're still operating the same time frame. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but your body's still adjusting even if you start working. Okay.
Exactly. So it's a curve. It's a curve. And we have to be mindful that it is it predictive? Can you guesstimate what it's going to be? Yeah, sure. If I can figure out your VO2 max is, if I can
Yeah.
figure out how much you're burning off, but we ain't doing all that, right?
Yeah.
We ain't doing all that because you're not spending $10,000 a month to work with me, right? So what we are figuring out though is a guide as to what we can expect based on your output that we're recommending that you do every day. So um, cardio and strength training both have effects on body fat. We know that a study just came out that the best way to reduce body fat is by strength training, not by doing cardio.
Yeah. I've read that in a lot of different articles.
So we know that consistency over time that matters, and how is it possible? Because your body is more calorically expensive the more muscle that your body has. So if you're a 225-pound man and you have 8% body fat, you're an efficient freaking machine. You're working, your body's grinding all the time. But if you're the same 225-pound man, but you got 35% body fat, it looks totally different, and it's totally different, and everything sticks to you like a sticky one. So all those dynamics matter, and your thermogenic energy is higher when you have less body fat, which means that you're able to burn through more calories because you operate at a higher level. Does that make sense?
It
That's why
does. It
I
makes
eat
sense.
4,000 calories a day to maintain
Yeah.
with the amount of workout that I do. But if John Doe in the street ate 4,000 calories a day, he's getting fat,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? So,
Right.
and that's kind of how that works. Hopefully that makes it easy.
It does. And it's I had to put my glasses on because this is such a serious topic for me. For whatever reason, I wear contacts and I wear glasses, but for me it's like I think better, if it makes
Mhm.
sense, with my glasses on. So I also find myself being more strategic in my thinking when I have my glasses on. So I have to confess something to you.
Sure.
I need you to keep your cool when I
Uh-oh.
tell you this, but I'm going to share this with you because I know there's a lot of people out there who do some of the similar things that I've done, right? And so I'm
Mhm.
trying to get myself out of doing that. So let's say I'm gonna hit you with a scenario. I'm on my way up. I work out with you 45 minutes. I'm looking at my Apple Watch and it says I've burned 500 calories,
Sure.
right? So then on my way home, I'm thinking, am I too smart for my own good mind? Ooh,
Mhm.
I got 500 extra calories that I could probably put into something that I want to eat,
Mhm.
right? And
Mhm.
so um, I'm thinking I'm ahead of the curve
Mhm.
because I'm doing this kind of barter system thing with myself because I've expended that much energy and burned that
Mhm.
many calories,
Mhm.
and then I'm looking at the app, uh,
Mhm.
the Butterfly Effect Studio app that we're working, right, that has my meals where I look
Mhm.
at and I track my meals, and it's like I still had, like, let's say I had like another 900 calories that I have to eat.
Mhm.
So then I'm like, oh, 900 plus 500 more, that's
Mhm.
1,400 calories right there I got.
It would be
It could be.
theoretically,
So then
but here's
it's
the
like,
problem.
well, instead of
We're gonna pump the brakes, okay?
okay,
Because like you said, you're overthinking it. Okay.
yeah,
Here's
okay,
where you're overthinking.
all right.
Those calories that you burned during the workout
Mm-hmm.
were accounted for. They're
No, they're
accounted for.
additional to.
No, 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 no. They were accounted for. The calories that you burn in the workout are accounted for.
Because of the breakfast I ate before I came up here.
No, 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 no,
But
no, no.
how are they account? Okay, help me out.
Because we expect you to burn X amount of calories during your workout. So when we build your meal plans, we're building it based on the fact that we know that you're going to burn X amount of calories when you work out.
Oh, why didn't you tell us that in the beginning?
Because
Smart
Walter
people don't.
says, eat this, not
Walter,
try to do math. Your coach tells you, eat this. He doesn't say, if you do this workout, eat this. If you do that workout, do that.
right?
No. He says, or she says, this is your diet. This is what you eat.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Don't judge me. I'm being open here.
This ain't a judgment-free zone over here. This is not judgment-free over here. So it's
Well,
kind of like
I'm doing better.
Hold on. I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna make it an equivalent, right? I'm gonna help you out. Okay. So it's just like you go to get some gas in your car,
Mhm.
and you know that it says you have 50 miles to empty,
Mhm.
but the place you're going is 45 miles away.
Mhm.
But so that means you can get there and not run out of gas, right?
Right.
And all you need to put in your gas tank is 45 miles, another $10, and it gets you there and back.
Okay.
But we know that the gas evaporates faster the less that's in there.
Right.
Then it's fully
Then it's
a
full.
fully weighted tank, right?
Right.
Well, the same thing applies to your workout and your meal planning. Same thing applies.
Wow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, so I'm glad I said this. I'm glad I shared that because that's always been my part of my struggle is trying to, I'm trying to manipulate because I think I'm smarter than what the meal plan's saying and what I'm
Of
doing.
course you do.
And obviously I am not. So there are other smart people out there who think the same way I am. So now
Yeah.
we know and we've learned. So that, for me, that tells me, okay, Dale, you just really cannot think through this. You have to just do exactly what the coach is saying for you to do.
Mm-hmm. That's
And
right.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there. But this is good. This is really good. Okay, so let's get back to our original conversation about change in the body. And so let's talk about working out and soreness. Is that something that we should always feel?
Well,
Um,
let's come back on the other side of this break and we're going to talk about just that
okay.
soreness after the workout.